Yo, what is good, everyone? Your boy Deke back again with another vid. We got the Steelers versus Seahawks preview, Sunday Night Football, the Kello Witherspoon revenge game. Last time we played, fuck that. I'm not talking about last time we played. Hello, darkness, my old friend. How about the 2015 game? Ben threw for 400 yards. We had the Killer Bees. Marcus Wheaton had over 200 yards. Exciting game. But fuck that. We lost that too. How about this? We won Super Bowl XL. Take that, Seahawks. Let's start with our offense versus their defense. And good thing for us is we're trying to climb back to 500 before the bye week. Seattle's defense is absolutely atrocious. 30th in pass yards allowed, 31st in rushing yards allowed. Over the past 4 games, each of the opposing quarterbacks going up against Seattle has thrown for over 300 yards. I mean, on Thursday night, I'm watching Matt Stafford throw up balloons in double coverage. Definitely an interceptable ball that Deshaun Jackson comes down with and makes a huge game. They end up scoring a touchdown. I just really don't think there's too much to worry about with Seattle's defense. They have some names: Quadri Diggs, Jamal Adams, Bobby Wagner. But outside of those 3, you tell me. Look at the depth chart. Who are you worried about? And when you also consider how the Steelers' offense is trending right now, Ben's playing better. Najee Harris over 100 yards on the ground last game, and then the continued rise of the offensive line. This should be a matchup that we thrive in. Expect a big game from 7. Also, Najee Harris, I think he gets back-to-back 100-yard games. The over-under right now is 71.5. I think that's an easy over. That's probably going to be part of my Big Deke investments this week. And last, James Washington gets a touchdown. If he's healthy and if he could play, I think he's going to get a touchdown. It's Sunday night. It's a home game. It's pretty damn close to a must-win. I expect our offense to show up, especially against this Seahawks defense that's been pretty much lackluster in 2021. I feel like for this game, too, we should be rocking our Keller Rush jerseys. I don't know what you guys think. There haven't been any announcements, so I doubt it happens, but Keller Rush jerseys, it just feels right for this game. Next order of business, our defense versus Seattle's offense. This matchup is going to be focused around 9-year veteran Geno Smith. Russell Wilson gets hurt last week and is going to be out for an extended period of time. When Geno came in, all hope looked lost. Everyone thought the Seahawks were done in that Thursday night game, but he led a little bit of a comeback charge. He looked decent until he didn't. He threw a signature pass to the other team. Granted, it wasn't his fault. Dude just slipped. The last time Geno Smith started an NFL game is, wait for it, the New York Jets. No, the New York Giants back in 2017. I bet you guys forgot Geno Smith was ever even on the Giants. He was on the Chargers even too. I had no clue about that. But with the Giants, this revolved around Eli Manning and benching him, putting a halt to his starting streak. Geno Smith gets the start, but then the following week, the head coach is fired and Eli Manning is put back in. That was his last start, and since then, he's been a backup for the Chargers, as I mentioned earlier, and the last 3 years, the Seattle Seahawks. On paper, this is another great matchup for us. There's not too many players I'm worried about on the Seahawks offense. Chris Carson is banged up. Their offensive line isn't that good. The 2 players I'm worried about are DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. The question is Geno Smith going to be able to deliver the ball? I think last week's a little bit more of an outlier, considering Geno Smith has been a backup quarterback for most of his career and has thrown a lot of picks when given the opportunity to start. But the X factor in this matchup, the thing that some may or may not be considering, is the Steelers' recent history of facing backup quarterbacks. So forget everything I just said. There's a case that if Russ is playing, we'd hold him to like 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. But since Geno Smith is playing, he may go for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And we're biting our nails to the end of the game. I'm just going to list off some names. Ryan Mallett, Mike Glennon, Vic on the Jets, Ryan Finley, Terrell Pryor, Bruce Gradkowski, Garrett Gilbert, even in a loss, actually kind of did decent against us last year. Jeff Driscoll, whenever he came in for Drew Lock last year, actually looked kind of decent, led a comeback effort. But if I'm a betting man, does anything like this happen this week? I'm going to say no. I think there's too many other positive factors in the Steelers' favor where we're hitting our stride. It is a Sunday night game. It's at home. It's pretty much a must-win. And we're fairly healthy. So I don't think that does happen this week. Last thing before I close this out, let's talk injuries. So we're looking pretty good on our end outside of Juju. James Washington limited, Chase Claypool limited. I expect them to play. Devin Bush, full participant. Cam Sutton, full as well. So that's some good news. On their end, they have Bobby Wagner with a knee. Obviously, Russell Wilson's out. But then another main guy is DK Metcalf. He was limited, and Chris Carson still did not practice. So we might be seeing Collins in at running back. Will Bobby Wagner play? I'd probably guess yes, and probably same with DK Metcalf. But that is their injury report as well. My final prediction then for the game, I have the Steelers winning 31-17. We just take care of business. The offense looks good. Ben gets 2 to 3 touchdowns. Clean game. Najee Harris, I expect him to be getting over the century mark again. I feel like the defense is going to dominate. The 31-17. 7 of those points for the Seahawks might come in garbage time. I think we take care of business in this one, and we're looking good heading into the bye week. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Stay chilling and peace.